Hi everyone, it's Danny here from Angel Handmade Papercraft. Once again, I do apologise for my voice. I am still getting over this chest infection. Today I am working with a stamp from Whimsy Stamps, the We Stamps collection. This is Baby Giraffe. Just a heads up, I do leave a little bit of my feed in between the colouring here, and I am very apologetic for that. It seems like my camera was a bit hungry and has eaten some of my feed. So I'm not sure what happened to it. Hopefully it'll turn up somewhere and I can edit this video and re-upload it, but unfortunately some is missing. But I really love this image and I wanted to share the finished product with you guys anyway. So I've left what I have on here for you to watch. So I have printed the image onto some Express-It blending card. I am colouring the image up using Copic markers. This was an absolute dream to colour up. I absolutely loved it. Loved messing around with a few yellows. It's not usually a big colour for me to use, but I really love this. So stick with me for a little while. The video won't go for too long. Like I said, some of it is missing, so we will do a little bit of colouring and then we'll move on to the card process. I will have all of the links to the image below the video, and I will have all of the Copic markers listed on my blog. The blog link will be below the video as well, so you can check that all out there. And I'm just moving on to the hair here, just flicking in a few of the yellows. These are more of the browny type of yellows. It gives it just that little blonde look, just gives it a little dimension as well. So I really love using this as my blonde combo. So this is the Y21, 23 and 26. So I do apologise, you can't see me colouring and flicking here. I've got my camera placed right over the top of my head, so all you can see is the movements, but you will see the finished product shortly. I am still getting over this chest infection. It has absolutely knocked me for a sixer this time around. I'm not doing too well, but we're getting there. So one step at a time, and hopefully it won't be long before I'm back on my feet. So loving this new Whimsy Stamps collection. This one here is actually a rubber stamp as well. So for those of you who aren't fans of the digital stamps, you can buy it in rubber as well. So I've linked up both of those products for you just in case you like either or. Me, I'm a fan of both. I love my rubber stamps and I love my digital stamps as well. I don't really have a preference for either. I love that you can get a digital stamp pretty much on the spot when you purchase it, which is great. You don't have to wait for anything. But I do love my rubber stamps, and sometimes I'm happy to wait. So I am a lover of all. So I will be losing that feed very shortly. Here I am using some of my Y markers. So I'm using Y02, 4 and 8. And then I will go in with some brown markers, the E35, 37, 39. So I haven't used a lot of markers on this card. I've used pretty much 4 different blends of markers. Like I said, I'll have all of those listed for you. So now we're moving on to the card. I am using a stitched square die from Lawnful, cutting my image out using my Big Shot. And then I am using this background stamp from My Favorite Things. It is a retired stamp set now, but I have linked up ones that I could find. This is the giraffe background. Popping on a doily and some ribbon. This ribbon was actually from a gift that someone had given me a while back. If I see a pretty ribbon on something, I try to keep it, and you never know when you want to use it on a project. So this is just the perfect shade of gold for this card. So popping all of that on here, trimming it up, and I'm using something else that is retired. I do apologize. This is the My Favorite Things Big Numbers. This is my favorite numbers die set, but unfortunately I am missing a couple of numbers, which is very, very disappointing. Not sure where they are. I'm hoping one day they'll show up for me, but I have noticed that somehow a few of them are missing. So I did, with that background stamp, I just used some yellow cardstock and I used some Manto Rich Cocoa. I did use the pattern side of the cardstock because I did want to leave that pattern in the ink. Using my Scotch ATG to pop all of these layers down to a Kucha Creations card base, and that's my card pretty much done, inside and front. I'm adding some details using my Uniball white marker. I thank you all for watching, and I definitely hope to see you guys soon. Just a note there, I did realise that I coloured one of his ears brown and one of them yellow, so I had to fix it so both of his ears were brown. Thanks for watching. See you guys.